Aloha guys, you're watching JRTV Hawaii in search of a great marriage, new ideas, and world peace. And this is part 2 that you're joining me with, week 2. This is to be done after part 1, 1 week of studying that video and implementing some of the thoughts associated with it. And so part 2 gets into protecting yourself from manipulation, activating your own chakra system, which is your needs, your desires, and wants, instead of hoping subconsciously or consciously for other people to activate it for you. And I'm also going to be considering the laws of the jungle, respecting people's space, seeking and giving people space as appropriate. I'm going to be also introducing this light work, which is a visualization of people smiling, even if you don't like them. It's imagining them smiling with bright light around them, and that helps to further program your subconscious mind to attract positive energy in people. And my main point though here is to teach you how manipulators work and how to get around them. And obviously the way to get around them, half of it is just putting a focus on yourself and your dreams. It's the theme here in this workshop. So manipulators work by getting people into places where they can manipulate them. For example, their car, their house. You sometimes find manipulated people at the top of companies where they can obviously threaten people with being fired and leverage that to do more of what they want. And manipulators, they don't ask you for things, they just kind of force them on you. And you got to realize something, they offer things for free. A major mistake was made in how parents do that for their children. Nothing is free, and so children develop a habit, however, of thinking that you can get things for free, and by being submissive to the parents, they get it. And so consequentially, children have this habit of following things for free, and whatever's given, nothing's free. Like even something simple as a invite to the movies, paying for that, paying for a dinner, even an inexpensive lunch. It creates a psychological environment that in which people might want to feel like they owe something, that they might want to be submissive in some way, and it creates an awkward position, especially if you're in somebody's house or in their car, and for one reason or another, it'd be really difficult to say no to them. And consider that when people get you in these types of settings, and by the way, even if they're a nice person, it's a bad habit to just blindly put out your hand if someone offers something to you, or just say yes, or agree with people without thinking about it. It's all about habits. So even if somebody's friendly, like they say, I'll treat the movies for free, you're less likely to see a movie that you would truly want to see. And your association should be based upon the fact that you like a person's values, not because you're biologically related or because they have created a sense of obligation towards them, the manipulator. I'll be getting more into that in part 3, that gets into roles and defining relationships. But for now, let's continue going with this. So light work. I have videos that explain like a full light work session, but briefly speaking, light work is something that you do to imagine people that you're attracted to, or anything that creates a sense of tension in your life will be dispersed with and eliminated with light work. You're imagining people smiling. It's easy to imagine them walking and smiling, and then like a beam of bright light just streams down to them as you imagine them, and they receive the light. It's like an orb of bright white light. They receive it and they're smiling joyfully. That's light work. So do it when you're bored, when you're in line waiting, and then you no longer be feeling like you're wasting your time, but you're actually productively, actively meditating upon something that will program your mind for what you want, more joy. And then the whole chakra thing, right? So first is your basic needs, right? You want to be in control of your basic needs. And this occurs when you're meeting your basic needs. You're not hoping other people will do it for you. You're doing it yourself. And again, you'll make different choices as to what you eat and everything, instead of just taking things for free. And then you have your desires. With masturbation regularly, you'll control those desires. You don't want other people to control. You don't want to be dependent upon other people for meeting your needs, desires, and wants. Wants are emotions besides sexual desire. Wants, and by the way, you should be thinking about, who else is in that chakra? Like when you go around, what chakra is that person in? You should be questioning. And check this out, by the way, we got some new construction over here. Yeah, I'm creating stuff too. Cerebral stuff, conceptual stuff, but nonetheless impactful and helpful. So your emotional, those are met by doing positive affirmations, exercise, creative activities, dancing, music listening to. All of this stuff will engender within you a sense of satisfaction. Like, for example, people think the best way to get attention is by having expensive things, but no, it's just dancing on the side of the road and being kind, friendly, and doing community-centered activities. That's how you get a good reputation and garner positive attention. But yes, I must say, guys, that you activate these. You're not looking for external confirmation, people to say sorry or apologize to you. You're dealing with all of this internally, examining, okay, how do I forgive myself? How do I, say sorry even if somebody doesn't accept it, whatever. Or I can say, you get the idea, right? You're managing all of these elements and roles within yourself. Getting into more about roles in week 3. But lastly, I want to end with laws of the jungle. So laws of the jungle, you need to seek space and give space whenever there's conflict. Don't stay out after dark. Be careful. Don't, be your own security. Don't expect other people to be. And in this way, you are more in control of your life. You're using techniques. Again, I have lots of videos that go into more detail about this, but just watch this video during week 2 so you really get used to it. Thank you.